Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony. The other day we went to visit this building that we saw while we were driving in an industrial area. The whole front of this building you can see is covered with almost tropical looking, tropical Skittle colors, tropical starburst, no I'm kidding, anyways, almost tropical looking, almost a tropical looking mural. How many times did I say tropical? In any case, this building, though, is the old Cotton Belt Freight Depot. It was a key link in a cotton trade route that ran through Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri. The building was built in 1911, and the depot served the then booming cotton industry for decades. Eventually, it was closed down and abandoned. The architecture incorporates sculpted terracotta elements and grand portal designs. It seemed a bit grander than a warehouse depot might normally be. The now abandoned building is 5 stories high. Its most striking feature is its length and thinness. It's about 750 feet long, and the building is more of a wall than a building. Most of it is covered with graffiti, and again, it's covered also with a bright mural that was painted as part of a revitalization project centered on the site. Once adjacent to a tent city, this empty site is now in the crosshairs of a proposed stadium, which did not go through. I got that from an older news story, but in any case, I guess they were proposing building a stadium on the site. It does have some protection, though, because it's part of the National Register of Historic Places. There's a ton of history on this building if you go to the National Register of Historic Places and take a look. I mean, there's probably like 30 pages with a bunch of information. The graffiti was of all varying qualities and messages. F this sadness, liberate your vagina. And then there's stuff that's more artistic, stuff that may or may not have been gang related. Also, as you'll see here in a second, you'll see that a few people have squatted in here or spent the night. Earlier I showed the mattress on the ground that was outdoors and the busted television sets. I've got an interesting story. There's a building next to this we wanted to go in, but we didn't end up being able to go into it, and we ran into somebody and talked to him, and it's an interesting story. I'll put a second part up to this video just because there's a condom on the ground that's been opened next to this mattress. Later on, I think I found some sign of, drug paraphernalia in this room, but I didn't see any right off the bat here. Although, like I said, I've got an interesting story in the next part. In the next part, I'm going to show more of the other side of the building that does not have the mural on it, and there's some pretty interesting architectural features on the facade, if you will. Also want to thank my Patreon supporters. I just got a new one, and Phil Preston again bumped up his support, and I appreciate it. I'm definitely feeling the pressure. I had to get my taxes done today, and yesterday I got some scouting done and bookmarked some locations to go into, but I ran out of time and didn't get much footage. Was able to tape this place, but I have a road trip planned for next week to go to a town that is mostly abandoned, so hopefully that will turn up a lot of new video too for me to post for you guys. But again, want to thank my Patreon supporters, and not your fault, but trust me, you know, the goodies that I owe you will be mailed out. The 8x10 portraits, postcards. I'm going to try to hurry up and get a Patreon supporter only video up on Patreon for you guys. I am feeling the pressure, so it's definitely important to me, and I'm doing my best to keep up with it and put videos out. Sometimes I get a little busier and I'm a little slower with the videos, and sometimes boom 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 I put up a whole bunch of them. But there are a bunch of cool videos of abandoned schools and stuff that haven't been viewed so many times, so
somebody was living in here.
you know, if you haven't seen the other stuff, go back and take a look.
Somebody was living here. They got their clothes there. They might still be storing, but they got a bag of clothes there.
This was kind of odd. It looked to be a like 80s song list that was handwritten. As I said earlier, in case you don't know, what the tent city, I guess, was a place where a bunch of homeless people were staying in tents. There's another empty condom wrapper.
But there's open ones over there.
Tons of them. I don't understand. You know, different places you find different things. There's some of the same stuff you always find.
The bottle's full of piss.
This time, it was condom wrappers that were everywhere. In the next video, there's another room somebody was staying in that I'll show you and take a look. And like I said, we'll look on the other side of the depot at some of the interesting architectural features. And I've got a story for you that I hope I can fit in because, again, something different happened. And I'll let you know. By the way, this building being 5 stories tall, all the stairwell is gone. But I think I'm going to bring a ladder and get up on the top floors at a later time. I have to see how Andrew feels about that. Found some rolling papers in a couple places.
Dude, this shit is crazy. There's an Alcoholics Anonymous book over there and rolling papers.
Found tops and zigzags. So it says Arctica, I believe, on that pole. I later found out that at one point they were holding, I don't know, some sort of varied arts festivals here. There was a cool shopping cart. This is on the other side of the building. I'll just show you a little bit of this. The building, by the way, opened January 1st, 1913. And it exemplifies the history of the Cotton Belt line during a long, tumultuous era when fortunes were made and lost in railroads. Whole regions were economically dependent upon capturing the hinterland by rail. The Cotton Belt provided the valuable trade connection from St. Louis through Arkansas into Texas. Thank you again to my Patreon supporters, and I'll give you more historical information in the next video, as well as an interesting story. There's our contact information, and go and check out Andrew's pictures. He takes really awesome photographs inside the places that we explore, and so he's on Twitter, Focus Grim and 30 Grain, and I can be reached by email, on Twitter, Facebook, Also, you can check out the little photographs that I take on Instagram as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support. Please like the video if you enjoy my videos, and comment, share, subscribe. It's all appreciated. Thanks, guys.